So what's going on, guys? AceTheReaper here. Today I'm coming to you with a video based on who I am as a person, introducing myself to my audience essentially, and then telling you where I'm at with the game as far as Yu-Gi-Oh, and then telling you where I plan on going with this channel, because I plan on building a foundation for this channel and really kind of helping people out with the game. So let's go ahead and talk about it, right? So my name is AceTheReaper. I'm born and raised here in Missouri. I'm getting ready to be 25 this year. I've been playing the game, or at least paying attention to it, for years now. Not so much the competitive part, but as far as, like I really enjoyed the game, the animes. I've been enjoying it since I was about yay high. So it's a very interesting game to me. As far as Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a mental escape. I can really escape from being an adult essentially. Everybody's got a 9 to 5. Everybody has busy lives, but for me it's a mental escape. I can go have fun with different people who I barely know and have fun with them because we play in the same game. We have that connection and the passion that we both have for this game. Some people more than others. Some people just look at it as another competitive game. Some people look at it as more than that. Some people, it saves their lives, right? For me, it was more so getting back into that mindset, into that passion, being able to escape from reality. I used to, as a kid, look at my cards, play the game, right? Because they have those digital ones too. So I played that for a while. Had the little action figures at one point. I even had a dual disc. You know what I mean? But today, it's a mental escape. Take a break from paying expenses, taking a break from dealing with your boss, some people that you may not like, and just kind of focus on the game. Focus on what's on the board. Focus on what's in your hand, what is the ins and outs to this current moment. What can you do as a player to, basically out your opponent and take the win. And if you just so happen to take the L, well, that's okay too. It happens. Sometimes you don't see the cards that you need to be able to out your opponent. So that does happen. I just got back into the game, actually. Took a long break from it. Didn't want to, but it happened, right? This game has been a passion of mine for years, but it had kind of got taken away from me. And it wasn't until 2 years ago, or a little less than 2 years, where my wife had kind of helped me get back into the game. Shout out to her. You can check her out on Instagram at Apollo Aces.
It's actually with the S Apollo, so everybody forgets the S.
But she kind of helped me get back into the game, at least starting off small. When I was playing Duel Links and she thought I was texting somebody else, and now I'm just playing Yu-Gi-Oh on my phone. I've been playing it on my phone since the game had originally came out on the phones. And then purchasing into, the God cards. And I thought I was top dog when I purchased them. Because it's something that wasn't an anime. And it took me back to my younger days when it was more than just an anime. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it was life. For some people, it changed their life because you could wake up on Saturday mornings and watch the show, essentially. And, nowadays, you hear stories of it saves people's lives, right? It's a passion. It's fun, essentially. And it's a really decent game. And shout out to Konami for creating the game. At least, being the people that promotes the game. Shout out to the guy that created it. Created the game back in '96. And it became a card game back in the early 2000s. Like 2001, somewhere in there. But, shout out to them because they made a difference into this world. They really did. Especially for me and other people. You see what I'm saying? So as far as the game and getting into the competitive scene, I'm new to that. But I plan on being competitive because being competitive is a lot of fun. I can think strategically about how to out my opponent. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people do that. Different trades. What can I use as trade bait? Like I pulled Gus Bell out of Dual Power and used it as trade bait. So for that, it's a different scene in the competitive light. You know, paying attention to the competition. You know, I watch videos day in and day out from SEMO, Cali Effect, Samurai Sound, Farfa, and a few others. Team APS, shout out to you guys too. Can't forget about them. But they're the ones that really kind of, they put out the content. We all pay attention to the content, from deck profiles to game replays to openings to reviews on cards that come out. Like there's another card that's coming out soon, but I'm gonna do a review on it. It was the replacement for snow. You guys know which snow I'm talking about. Fairy Tale Snow. So in that case, I'm gonna do a review on that, but later. Right now I want to get to this video. As far as this channel, so as I was saying, in this channel, I'm gonna bring more content. I know you guys pay attention to the deck profiles, the, what's in the meta, the different openings of packages, and also the reviews on cards and gameplays and whatnot, right? So, but to my point is, people say budget options. A lot of people do, but instead of using budget options, because that's kind of reinforcing that people can't afford these cards, and they could, just not now, maybe later. And let's say alternatives, so instead of saying you need a permanence or phantasme, what's a little bit easier, what's an alternative? Let's say Effect Veiler is an alternative to impermanence. They don't do the same thing. I mean, it kind of does at different times. But impermanence is also, more highly competitive for different people. Some people it's a requirement because they feel it's a requirement. Some people it's an option. To me, it's an option. I don't need impermanence. It's a decent card. Maybe one day we'll get it, but at the same time, that's on my option. Just like people say you need phantasmes. You don't need them. There's multiple ways to out that card. Let's talk about Solemns. Let's talk about Ghost Ogre, right? Let's talk about Ash, because you can stop the draw a few cards, reshuffle effect. And then you can stop all of that. So you don't need that card. It's a $100 card. But why is it $100? You see what I'm saying? So let's talk about alternatives for people that want to play the game but don't want or are not able to at this time but can later get these cards, or different play styles they like. For instance, I don't play Solomon Grades or Sky Strikers. Why? Because other people do. I like being an oddball. I don't like following the crowd and playing these decks because they're top tier. That's cool, they're top tier. But what's the underdog to that? You see what I'm saying? So in this channel, I'm going to bring you alternatives. I'm going to bring you deck profiles. I'm going to bring you game replays. I'm going to bring you openings of packages. I'm going to bring you reviews on different products. And I'm thinking about doing segments on where I could tell you what's in the current game, what are different options and alternatives to play, as far as what I see as being played more than others. You see what I'm saying? Like me, there's certain decks that I play now that people kind of don't play, really, but it's still good. It's been dodging the ban list all the way up until this past ban list. Then it got kind of hit. Then people were like, oh, it's no longer good. I'm here to tell you it still is. You could still play the deck. People just choosing not to. And that's okay. That's your option. That's your opinion. You see what I'm saying? So instead of saying you need these cards, you don't need those cards. instead of saying budget options, I'm gonna say alternatives. You know, and this channel is not just gonna be focused on the quote unquote meta. It's gonna be about the rogue players and the underdogs. People that love to play the game but are not able to at this moment play these top tiers. Let's show love to the underdog. But anyways, my name is AceTheReaper. If you like this video, like it, share it, comment on things, on different opinions that you guys have that I missed out on, and you can tell me more about it. Leave it down in the comment section, and then subscribe to my channel. I'll be able to upload more content on a regular weekly basis, not everyday basis. You know, cause I got that 9 to 5. I'm also married, like you guys seen, but I will be bringing you content. That is a fact. So at this moment, I hope you guys are having a good day, or did have a good day. And I will talk to you guys later. Later on, I'll be able to do a deck profile on Burning Abyss. I'm going to do deck profiles maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But they will be uploaded relatively soonish. So be on the lookout for those. But anyways, guys, peace.